In today's video, we are going to be talking about the missing part of your AI content strategy. So, what we're talking about here is AI blogs and content, but there is a better way to do it. So, most people just stick with AI written content, but in this video, we're going to go about images, recordings, and most importantly, tools. Why do you need all of these things for Google in 2025 and 2026? Well, it's quite simple. Google's algorithm has changed. So before you could easily get away with just AI written content, okay, and you just how Google's algorithm worked, it kind of like checked all of the different words on a page and tried to understand what the page was written all about. So what Google's old algorithm did was basically check all of the words of the page, try to understand the intent, the meaning behind all of the words with AI, of course, and see if it was a good match for the content that people were searching for in Google search. But now there's something massive different, and the big change really is now it's all about user interactions. So what do I mean by this? I really mean that it's like how engaged people are. So it's a little bit like, Mr. Beast trying to, capture your attention and keep your attention all the time. Well, that's the same thing with a blog post now. So you have to make something that people are reading, but what's an even better sign to Google is if people are clicking and engaging with the content. And that's why the tools are so important. If you find a tool, that's super important. But let's start off at the start. I'm going to assume for this that you have a keyword. I can do another video about keyword research in another video, but straight away we're going to go into Claude skills. So what do I mean by Claude skills? They're brand new in Claude. Well, this is what a Claude skill output looks like. So I created this skill called the Ultimate Page Blueprint Generator, and I'll leave a link to this skill down below. So you can download and upload it to your own Claude if you want. So how does this work? You go into settings and go into capabilities. And down here, we now see skills. So we've all sorts of skills here. I use the skill creator to create the skills. So you go here and then try and chat and then create a new skill like that. And then it comes as a zip file and then you upload the skill here. Now you have this skill here. So just need to open this in chat. I've already done this for this video and we're going to look at that now. All right, so my keyword in this case was Reddit SEO. So what we did here was have a section 1, right, which is the content writing prompt. We're using Claude really as a kind of research agent here to tell us what we need to do. So we've got the writing here, we've got the visual assets, and we've got the interactive tools. So on the right here in the artifact, we have our kind of content prompt that Claude thankfully did for us. Then we've got section 2, which is the visual images. So now we can put this into Nana Banana and get images from AI. We can do screenshots or screen recordings depending on the case. In my niche, I often talk about software, so screen recordings are great. So it's great to already know what I can record. I don't need to think about that. So now it's just a case of putting all of this stuff together. Of course, we've got the interactive tools to build as well. So it could be a Reddit subreddit finder and analyzer. And then we have the meta prompt. So we're going to build out some of these tools as well and put them all together. So any questions you have about this or any part of this video, just put them in the comments down below. So let's get on to section 1, which is the AI written content. For this, we're going to be using SEMrush. So if you don't know this tool, it's good for keyword research, but you can also do AI content. So we just start off with our keyword. Okay, so I am going to create my article here now. So if you do have a budget for this tool, it's worth checking out. If you don't, then you can follow this and use Claude to write it for you. All right, so I got my article back from SEMrush here, and yeah, it looks pretty good. I like this image here, this AI image. Some of the images weren't that relevant, so I just deleted them there for a second. But yeah, what we can actually do is go to the images as well. So yeah, there's different ways of doing this, but I like to just do this in this way, right? So I use SEMrush. So you can also do the images like this. I just made this tool in 2 seconds in Gemini Build, right? But you can use Nana Banana account in Gemini as well, and just put your prompt in there and generate it and then download your images. So you can use Nana Banana. I can also just put in my prompts here in the add images and add them to my article like this. Okay, and you can see I can just put my images here. This makes it super easy for me. By the way, I have a secret Reddit SEO tool that I am using. I'll leave that in the description. But now that we have our article ready, I mean, this is what most people do. And I mean, it does work. I mean, yeah, obviously you need to tidy this up a little bit. But yeah, it does work to have images and content. Everyone is doing this. But if you just do it at scale, it can work. But let's go the next mile and see what else we can do, what our Claude skill has given us. So we can do like screenshots. I'm not going to do that now, but for screen recordings, I don't think it's that necessary for this blog post, but A lot of the blog posts I do, I think it is necessary. I use the tool Awesome Screenshot. It's a Chrome extension. I don't know why it says add to Chrome there, because I use it all the time. It's just a good way of doing screen recordings and then adding to your blog posts. Okay, and the last one we have is for the tools, right? This is the thing that I think is the most important. I'll show you how to build these tools now. So what we need to do is just copy our meta prompt in. Okay, so we're going to build this in anything, right? This allows you to build any type of tool or mobile app or anything. So if you've never made a tool before, it's just quite easy. You just need to put in your prompt there and it's going to build it for us now. Okay, so with that one prompt, I was able to build this tool. So now you can see it's a Reddit subwriter finder and analyzer. We're going to put this into our blog post, but let's just test if it works first. Always good to test these things. And so you can see there, it's going to analyze some subreddits. And yeah, so you can imagine if people are clicking on this and using this tool within our blog post, well, that's going to be super valuable, right? And they get stuff like that. It'll be really, really interesting for them. So let's publish this. Okay, and to actually embed this tool then onto our website, you just need to say, create me an iframe for this tool. Okay, so sometimes I like to build a few tools because this is so easy now. And I think I like this one a bit better. It looks a bit nicer. This is by Base 44. I'll also leave this down below. So let's publish this and then get the iframe code. All right, so I got my iframe code. So I just need to copy this in here. Go back to my blog post. Okay, so I'm in the finding my niche page here. So I think I'll put it below here. Copy in my iframe code. All right, so now that we have the responsive embed in there, we can see that the tool is now added to the blog post here. And the users then can, mess around with the tool and find their own subreddits that they're looking for. So all of these clicks will show Google that this is a really important tool for the users, that they're actually engaged and they're looking at this. All this clicks is really, really good sign to Google. It's like the best sign that you can get, that people are engaged. And now you have a tool, blog post, images, everything we said at the start of the video together to make you rank better on Google. So that's what we're trying to do, is trying to rank better on Google, and we've done it. I think with this blog post, I think we'll do super well. So that's it for this video. If you want more tools about AI SEO and coding, then subscribe to this video. Thanks for watching.